thing with different software. Just let me know if you can hear me or not. Let's put up the chat. We've had problems because I haven't been online for a long time. So can you hear me now, guys? My meters are showing everything's working okay. There is a delay, so I'll have to wait and use replying. So how are we all? Thanks everyone for all the get well wishes over the last few weeks. Got my voice back. It's getting stronger. And we've got some good events coming up and stuff. I had to cancel one or two because I wasn't well. But it's it's all looking good just now. Let's even get some nice background here. Here we are. So how are we all this evening? Let's get some captions up. Can you hear me? Let's see if there's any sound here, guys. Unless there's one person is watching. Let me know if you can hear me okay, guys. And we'll start and have a bit of fun. There we go. So how are we all doing? One person online just now. I've had technical issues, so I'm just checking that everything's working fine. See if I can hear myself on the phone. Oh, we're working now. We have sound. See if I can hear myself on the phone. Oh, we're working now. We have sound. See if I can hear myself on the phone. See, that's it. It's working now, guys. Hopefully, people will log on now. So if anyone's around, just to let you know that back fitting well and ready to do some action again. And I've had to cancel some events, but I am fully back up and running. And we've got a show coming up in May in my old hometown of Fort William, just a little one, in a cool community centre. And we're also down there doing some Reiki teaching classes. If people's into angelic Reiki or love to learn more about it, because both myself and my wife Angela are Reiki masters, and we love teaching. Angela's the main teacher, and I will be assisting her. So we're down, see if we can get the advert here. We're down in Fort William on the 12th, and to round about the 20th, around about the 20th we're there till. So from the Friday night is your first attunement, right through to Sunday through the day. In a lovely, cool community youth centre there, peace and quiet. So if you want to develop your Reiki healing or the angelic Reiki or learn more about it to practitioner level, then get in touch with myself or Angela. And we've also got one running at the end of May in Elgin. We've got a few booked for that already. And you know, we are really looking forward to being around all the time. I am dog sitting my sister. She's away sister's dog there. And I've got a wee show on the Friday night, just in the cool youth centre. I'm raising some funds for them because my kids used to use the centre. And, you know, it's a wee show, and I'll be doing my mediumship, past life regression. There'll be angel cards there. There'll be fortune cookies. There'll be a raffle. And probably some snacks and whatnot as well, because Auntie Sandra is well known for her strawberry tarts and stuff like that. So if you're about and want to come along and support the cool youth centre, then get a ticket from them, or get a ticket online, or give me a shout and tickets will be left for you. It's just a small, cosy night, intimate night with myself, and Anne's will be there as well, and we're there all week. And we've got some really exciting events coming up and being planned for. I just wanted to make sure I was totally fit before I started planning events again. So we'll just get rid of that advert. So how are we all doing out there? Are we staying happy? What's going on with you all? You know, let's get some comments up. How are we doing? Are we surviving all these cutbacks and whatnot? Or are we not giving a toss and just get on with life anyway? It's difficult. It's been a challenging time for everybody just now. And I'll pull a card for us all just now and see what it says, see what guidance that the Spirit's given us here. And thoughtful, creative, warm, sensible, Make time for those around you, take a sensible approach, deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. Great first card for us all tonight, right? So, just like I've been saying, when you're not well, you take the time out, you have a look at your life, you rewind, and you review it, and then you re-engage when you feel better. And we've all got to make decisions and move forward. Well, the annoying thing about being self-employed, you don't get paid when you're sick. So I had to plod on like everybody else. So if you're there, please share it to your friends, because I'm going to come on and I'm going to do some card readings. So get people on, sharing. The sound's working fine now. So I'll see if I can share this. Right, guys, I'm here. I've been on for a long time, but I'm here. You can ask away with questions. The software's working now. It's just been a long time since I've used it because I was unwell, but I'm here now. And it's Thursday night. It's my chat show night. And to see who's on, or are we watching the telly? Those spiritual. There's two people watching just now. So what's these two people saying? Can you hear me okay? Do you want me to comment myself? Hello, everybody. Hello, is there anyone there? Just imagine you're doing a meditation. You watch me later on, and you're saying hello, and you suddenly get a voice or a thought in your head. How amazing does that feel? That's what happens to me when I just quiet the mind. Just say to myself, don't need anything, don't want anything. I'm just going to observe. That's what mindfulness is. You take that breath. You just let it all out, let your shoulders drop. You just relax, And that's how easy it is. Hello, Helen. If anyone's there. It's like, so how are we all doing? Is there people there to share to? Hello, everybody. How are we all doing the phone? Well, I'm getting comments now. Oh, good. I keep forgetting there's a delay on this software. Hello, I meant. Good evening. We're coming back on. The sound is working, hopefully, Leanne, now. I was using some old software and it didn't work. So I came on to the new software. So because I haven't been on computers and I've changed my broadband, which is a lot faster and better in the house now. So as you know, I have got rid of my own office and I'm sharing an office with Angela at 7 Main Street. So working from home and I am travelling again. So how are we all doing? And are we staying happy? Are we being positive? Just letting some people know that we've got all these events come up. In May, I'm back on the road. I'm going back to my hometown, Fort William, cool in Fort William, and doing a wee event. You can find the graphic for it. But first, on the first weekend of there, myself and Angela are running a angelic Reiki course. And we only need a few to come on this. In peace and quiet, and it's an amazing experience. This is not using Reiki, this is more advanced, and you'll be able to train once you've done your homework and your core studies, and you'll be certificated. So if you're into angelic Reiki and you live in the Lochaber area, it's well worth coming along and learning from two experienced Reiki masters. Angela's more experienced than me, so she's taking the lead on the course. And we're there all week, so if you get any questions or you want to see us on, whether it's just life coaching, whether it's readings, or you want to come and see a past life regression, or have a cup of tea with a tea leaf reading, let us know, because we're down there for a week. I'm dog sitting, yeah, for my sister. It's like, so I'm down in Lochaber, where the family is, and I've got a wee show in the cool youth centre in Fort William Cool Youth Centre on the Friday night. There's a raffle, and we've got tickets are only £15. £5 of that's going towards the youth centre, and we're hoping to have a really good raffle and some food. There'll be past life regression demonstration. There'll be angel cards to play with, and there might even be fortune cookies on the table as well. It's just a small 50 max, so it's intimate, have fun. Maybe next time we come down, I'll do the big community centre. But this time, just got a small community till my voice gets stronger. And June and July, I'm doing the bigger shows. So hopefully see some of you there and some of my friends and locals and have fun that week. It's a lovely place, Fort William, and I miss it sometimes. So looking forward to seeing some of you there. So I'm back here. Let's see if we get the comments in the chat on the go. Yeah. Evening, Leanne. Yeah, the new moon was positive. I had some sad news today. I lost one of my friends today, so I was a little bit. I was in great form this morning, and got a lot of housework done. Um, Feeling a little better. I haven't been sneezing or coughing for a while, and my blood sugars are back to normal. And then I got some sad news that one of my friends lost his wife. So hopefully go and see him next week. So you just never know when it's our time, guys, and you've really got to live in the now. And um, it really is, it's that new moon that brings things out in us, and it's quite a positive time for a lot of people. And we've got 7 people watching just now, and I pulled the card earlier on for us, and I've got all the cards here tonight just to kind of get back into doing readings again. And I've had a couple of video sessions this week, some life coaching sessions, and I did a past life today. It was totally amazing, guys. She was in Greece in Roman times, well before Christ. Then she was in the 17th century. Totally fascinating, these past life regressions. So it's, if you've never had a regression, highly recommend it. If you get issues going in this life, you don't know where they came from, or you're feeling quite down, sometimes it cheers you up getting a wee past life regression. Nigel Simpson, we had a solar eclipse in Western Australia yesterday morning. Oh, amazing. I love getting eclipses. We're actually in an Australian magazine, Nigel, Take 5 this month. And myself and Angela's story, because it's our wedding anniversary next weekend. And it's an amazing story if people read it, how we met. And it's kind of linked to a past life regression, a past life. And it's not made up, it's totally, you could make it up. So I highly recommend if you go to my website, the Happy Medium website, and go to the media bit, you'll see the articles that were in the Sunday Mirror. And we'll let them know, Nigel. It's there. There's links to it on my webpage and the media page. And it's out this month. And good response to it. It's totally different. And the little money we'll get back from it will give us a nice wee, hopefully, night out on our anniversary. So it's good, good publicity for us as well. Jerry McDonald, you're asking for a card. I'll do some wee card pull-ins randomly for some people. Is it Sherry or Jerry? So it's quite nice on the lights here. It's getting quite dark again. The sun's went down. So I'll just shove on the back light here. That's better. Lights on now. I can see what I'm doing. Look at that. The sunshine is back. Now, Jerry, are you expecting the worst? Or because it's like sleepless nights. I'm frustrated with you. It's like, what's going on here? It's overthinking, over worrying. Sometimes we've just got to put things to the angels and let them deal with it. But I've got a good feeling. All right. You get the dreamer card. So some of your dreams will come through, but you've got to kind of see it and feel it before they actually happen. So leap of faith, follow your dreams at unexpected opportunities. Right? So that's Sherry McDonald. A quick card here for you to cheer you up because you feel a little bit low. Ruth, you want a wee card? So I'll put you up so I know it's Ruth. It's like, Ruth, you're getting a wee card here. And I'm using the angel tarot cards because the angels have been looking after me. And my biggest angel is Angela, my wife. She's been amazing looking after me. Now, Ruth, the end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change. Expect things to get better now. Recovering from an addiction. You don't have to recover from this, like addictive behaviour sometimes. It's like negative behaviours that you've learned. So this is all about ditching the old and bringing in the new. Look at that new unicorns coming towards you and new light shining in the trees, and it's connecting, it's grounding yourself, Ruth, because I feel sometimes you're quite ungrounded. And there's the high priestess. Listen to your intuition, Ruth. Have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting. Because I sometimes feel that we're not thinking about, the law of attraction does work, but sometimes we bring along wrong things to us. And what I mean by that is, I want a relationship, you get a relationship. Well, what type of relationship did you ask for? It's like, is it a negative one, a good one, or a loving one? Be clearer with your thoughts, Ruth, because I feel some good things coming for you. And I feel that July, the end of July, is really good for you. So remember that I said that. Leanne, got a wee card for you. You know what? I've got the Rebel pack. This is the kind of fuck it cards in a way. They're really funny. And I feel that you need one, Leanne. I don't know why I'm feeling that. A little bit of pressure on that. And I'll see what this is saying about you. I got them as a Christmas present from someone because if anyone watches my YouTube videos, they know all about the F bubble. And I highly recommend you watch my YouTube channel and find that video. So now, look at that. That's what it says. So you've got to get out and move yourself, Leanne. Oh my God. Your body is pissed at you, so you've not been doing what you should be doing lately. But, you know, they broke your heart. That's the past. They did bit your heart, but there's the magic word, right? You know, heavy cards these. And don't talk to anyone, don't look at anyone. You need some time alone, and you know why. You need to give me some feedback on these cards if they're suited for you, and I'll pull a nicer card for you later on, Leanne. But I feel there's some frustration around you. I feel frustrated when I look at you. What's going on? Nigel had a dream recently where I was told to talk with a psychic named Angela, but she was from Ireland. You know, that's interesting. The person I had in today was from Ireland as well in the past life, Nigel. So, you know, tell us a bit more about the dream. And, you know, sometimes other people put you on other psychics and there's no need to. We're our own psychics if we just listen to that heart and stop the brain or the mind from overreacting. Just slow down, because the heart, the soul controls everything else. We've just got to listen to it. So Nigel, I would recommend you to spend some time in your heart centre. Chloe, like the wee card. I'm going to put my normal tarot cards for Chloe. I love my wee pub pack. I used to use them in the pub years and years ago when I first started out as a TV psychic. And Chloe, let's see what's going on here. Are we going on a wee trip? Because there's a wee trip card coming up. And I feel a lot of fun with this. There is a proposal on you, Chloe. Now, it could be a new job, somebody asking you out, or somebody asking you to go somewhere. Because I do feel you're needing a change in your life, something unexpected, spontaneous. Spontaneism is the word. What are you wishing for, Chloe? Because the genie is saying you're not wishing very clearly. It's like the universe is saying, tell us what you want and we'll give us it. But there's a bit of indecision around you, Chloe. So be the high priestess and be firm, right? And if you make a decision and it's a wrong one, you can always change it. But don't be indecisive. Move forward. And I'm seeing the number 12. So whether it's 12 days, the 12th, but the number 12 is standing out. It's like, now I know when the 12th of, I know it's a Friday because that's when we're down in Fort William, 12th of May, but number 12 is standing out, Chloe. And 12 is a good number in numerology because that is the magician and the high priestess, and the 1 and 2 becomes 3, which is the empress. And it's a very divine number. So number 12 has been shown to me for some reason, Chloe. Right. Leanne's just been running out. Nice to see you. Thanks, Heather. It's good to be back. Heather, I'll give you a wee card. Oh, funny, Chloe. We've seen 12 on the clock. Well, I've just been shown number 12. Now, 12 is the 2 3s, and that becomes 6, and that's love. So, And you just have to go on the internet nowadays and type in 1212 and you'll get the meaning of it. It's just fascinating. And Heather, I want to pull you. I don't know why I'm drawn to romance card, Heather, for some reason. I'm just going with my intuition. I've got the romance, I've got the angels, I've got the F cards. It's like so. Let's pull a wee romance card. That doesn't mean to say that you need a new romance or something, Heather, but I'm just drawn to them. There we go. It's all about trust. Trust in this is to have faith and trust. Now, whether that's in a romantic relationship or a relationship with a family member or a child, is to have trust. So, Heather, the word there is trust. And I feel that sometimes you give your all, and not just in a love situation, but you need to learn to receive as well. And sometimes people will be taking advantage of you because I feel in your past you've been used about. John, how about a card? John, if you're off, you can come online and all and help pull some cards. I'll pull your card anyway, John. It's like, I would love a card. My birthday is the 12th. Nigel, well, that's a good. Nigel, pull your card before I pull John because you are on first. See if we'll send John a link. See if he'll come on and do some cards with me. I'll invite John. Hang on, just get his code. See, John will come on and help me with some card readings tonight, and we can have a bit of a laugh with John. We like that from John the Oracle. That's if he wants to. Like Nigel, I'm pulling you a tarot card, Nigel. Look at that. This is the self-employment card, Nigel. What are you running away from? I feel you're running away from something, an opportunity or something, Nigel. Right? Because this is the feeling, the sense that I'm getting. There's opportunities for there, and you're avoiding it. So you need to let me know what that's all about, why I'm getting that, Nigel. John, me card for John. Let your friends help you. I'm here. It's like you can help me tonight. Well, you know the number 3 is a very divine number, very spiritual number. So it's you're growing spiritually, John. And you've been a bit of a hermit like me. So you've got to get out of that hermit mode, but you've learnt a lot during that period of being a hermit. You to let me know how the cat is, John. But there's happiness and the sun coming to you. I'm feeling possibly a love connection. Oh my God, my best mate has got a love connection. I'll need to pull a romance card here, John. It's like, is there a love connection coming in for you? Look, let go of control issues and allow this situation to unfold naturally. What's going on, John? This is my best mate I'm pulling the card for. It's like, and he hasn't had a lover for a long time. So, you'll need to come on, John, and let me know. We'll chat about it. It's like, here he comes. It's like, see if he's got his camera on. This Scott and Ashley get sunshine. Yes, it's been quite sunny today, believe it or not, Nigel. I'm a me baby, Nigel. Oh, wow. Your birthday's coming up. Let's see now. Let's get rid of that. Okay, right. Back to the chat. Taya. Oh, Ty Joy, hello. Here's John coming on. Oh, I'll click him on. Hello, John. How are we?
Wonderful. How are you?
Yeah.
I'll believe all that when I see it.
Oh well, listen. It came up and it was random. You know, I can't read you. You can't read your best mates, but you know, there is forgiving and learning. Look at that. It's like
There we go. I did it again, and I had volume on both apps there again. So
yeah, I
love the sound of my voice.
Yeah, I had problems with Streamlabs software stuff, but I came back onto the
Okay. Well, you caught me slightly unaware, so I'm just sitting in the living room at the moment with my wee laptop in front of me. So I don't have the fancy I don't have the fancy kit this time. It's in the other room.
That's all right. It's maybe won't
There's
get
been
you.
there's been
Random.
a cat. So hopefully the microphone's working all right and everybody can hear me okay. Assuming they want to hear me, that is.
Well, they know that it's like I didn't plan to go on tonight. I came on because I've been feeling a lot better. My voice is a lot better, and I've sent out my newsletter to everybody and started doing events in May again. And I've been doing some past life regression today. They were totally amazing. And again, thanks to everybody for the get well wishes and stuff. I thought I was getting over it, John, and it hit me again, then hit me again. And it's just been, I don't know if it's been the second bout of COVID I've had or what the doctor reckons it was, but to me, it's just a mega flu.
Are they still blaming everything on COVID then? Are they?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And it gave me a chance to work on some stuff in the house and stuff, so it's been good. And I have this super fast broadband now, so it should be good for the streaming. And I've got some interviews lined up, and I'm doing a new YouTube kind of doing a series. I'm building up, making the videos first and then posting them. So there'll be some good interviews, but there won't be live interviews, so we can have the interview and then we can chat after it. So that should be quite good.
Oh, that sounds cool.
So what's this about you buying a bike, John?
I did. I got myself an e-bike, and I've gotten a bit carried away now. So I thought I've got a bike. I've got a push bike, but I was a bit lazy about it the last couple of years, and it's been lying around gathering dust, and it was pretty manky. And then I had the thought I could clean it up and what have you, but then I would have to actually, like cycle with it, and that would involve going uphill. So because I live on a hill where I stay means that and the hill is the last thing I have to climb on the way home because going anywhere means going down and coming home means going back up again, which means the last part of my cycling exercise is going to be uphill. And I thought I can't have that, and so I invested in an e-bike to make things a little bit easier. But then I got carried away, and now I've been out the e-bike half a dozen times in the last week, and I've cleaned up the old bike, and I've got plans to go out in the old bike as well. And I've been working. I spent the last 3 days just working on my my old push bike, getting it cleaned up, getting it tuned up, getting all the brakes and gears adjusted, getting it oiled again, and getting it all set to go back out on the road.
Oh, that's amazing. That's good. That's
right, isn't it?
Yeah. I did. Here, I'll find an old one here. I'll use this.
Nigel says just buy a helicopter. Now that sounds like an amazing idea, but I won't get the. I don't think I'll get the same amount of exercise out of it.
And it's it's good. I was quite surprised. I seen that posted, John, getting an electric bike. Oh my god! And it's good. And we've got I tell you, there's been a lot of changes in my old football team, and I put this out in my newsletter this week. I've been winning games in a different league, and the top 3 they're hoping to finish, which is the highest place in the last, 20 odd years they've been in the league. And there's Aberdeen, my football team, have turned it around. And I feel it's been a time of change the last 6 months, and a lot of people are adapting to new energy. A lot of people are spreading their wings. They're looking at what they're doing with their lives and kind of changing and moving forward, like we have, John. And I think that's what people are noticing, and that's what the 12-12 is all about. It's all about change as well, Chloe. So it is kind of, it is a time of change, John. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I mean, the last little while has been well, I suppose you could say a little bit crazy, but then a lot of change comes out of crazy, and I think a lot of eyes has been opened, and as we have new opportunities, let's say, to move forward. I mean, one of the things about tarot we always think about is all the cards that we think are the worst cards in the deck are actually all the cards that herald some kind of change that moves forward into something new. So the death card is about rejuvenation and rebirth, and the 10 of, whether it's the 10 of wands or the 10 of swords, if we think of them as negative cards, but they actually result in the ending of whatever was bad with it, which heralds a new beginning of something much better. And I think that's kind of the energy of where we are at now. I mean, myself, I've spent the last few years getting fitter and healthier. I've lost 3 stone in the last 3 years. Another, in the last few months, I started intermittent fasting as well, and I'm down to 10.5 stone now. I haven't been that weight since I was in my 20s.
My
You
God.
know,
And
yeah, and I think as difficult as the last few years has been for a lot of people, including ourselves as well. I think there's a change heralding in. And that's, I think I feel like saying that, and I haven't drawn any cards yet. It just feels like that. There's a change coming up. There's a change coming about. There's a change in progress. It's almost like a change in consciousness around the world. As more and more people kind of open their eyes to realities around them and make adjustments to compensate, and I think most people are actually deciding to make their lives better out of it.
Yeah, I think social media, and there's so much going on just now, and it's just like, I mean, you couldn't make this stuff up. You've got the stuff going on with the SNP, the Trump stuff. You had the Boris situations, and you had
Well, I think the thing with this,
what's happened.
I think after all the things that have been, all the kind of stuff that's going on with the SNP over the last couple of years, just as an example. I mean, regardless of where your politics lies, one thing is for sure, that you can say, at least it would seem from what's been happening over the last, little while, that regardless of what they say about the police and the rest of the UK, it does seem that everybody is under the law, not above it in Scotland.
Yeah.
Because even the Scottish Parliament and those individuals there, if there is a suspicion or a whiff of some kind of impropriety, the police are there talking to them about it. So regardless of the politics, regardless of the guilt or innocence, and your perspectives of it, which isn't something I would want to talk about tonight anyway, because everybody's entitled to their own point of view on that. Yeah. I mean, it says something about the Scottish Police Service. That was one of the things I thought about it. That nobody in Scotland is above the law. We are all under the law, including members of Parliament. And that's not something that can be really genuinely, realistically said, probably in the rest of the UK, considering some of the shenanigans that's going on in London.
Well, that's what I was getting to my point, and it's and what I have to laugh, and it's like, I'm not being political in any way, although I have got views. But it's like, you couldn't make this stuff up. It's like, you've got to laugh. It's like, we're watching a movie here. It's like, and the good thing is that we are getting back to some sort of normality, as in the football's on the go again, and things are happening, and and people are making better choices for themselves now. I feel, and I'm not putting up with the crap that we used to put up with, and they're questioning people, and if COVID, if the situation about our finances, that people are questioning people now and saying there is other ways and there's better ways to treat people as well. And I think that's what this ascending to the fifth dimension is. People are rising above themselves and looking and seeing above the crap. And that's an energetic feel. But we've never seen so many of these lovely lights, John. I don't know if you've managed to get out with your camera and seen so many of these northern lights, you could say. And when I've never witnessed,
it's the aliens.
And our rugby team was doing well, Nigel, for a while, and then we beat England 2 years in a row. That's good. That's all that matters sometimes. But that's a kind of maybe a bigotry kind of thing to say about England. But still, it's good to beat them.
There's nothing wrong with a little friendly rivalry. I don't think.
Yes, I think that's right.
It's a long-running friendly rivalry, is what it is.
Yeah, and I think it's when we're talking spiritually, as me and you kind of portrayed to kind of work it spiritually, is accepting, I think, is the biggest thing with people, is accepting change
Mm.
and accepting that we are growing.
Yeah. Do you think that the things have to be exposed in order to be dealt with? So like for example, if you have a problem in your life, it doesn't matter what it is, but if you have a problem in your life, for you to actually deal with it and address it, it actually has to come up and manifest right in front of you, and sometimes kind of slap you in the face. And I think in the world around us at the moment, a lot of things are coming up and manifesting around, which are very problematic in the world, and are big problems and issues. But the only way that we in the world and the rest of us, we can all collectively deal with these things is if they're actually right in front of us. So a lot of the big problems that we're complaining most about actually have to be there, in order for us to deal with them. If they weren't there, we couldn't deal with them. They would just be simmering under the surface. And so at least they're kind of out in the open and exposed. And so now we can, as a human race, if you like, deal with stuff that might have been under the surface before.
Well, that's it. I think when you look at the Ukrainian situation, the Russian situation, all that, and we've not to let this get out of control. When people are asking questions on both sides,
Yeah.
and try and get the truth, because the truth is the victim during these such conflicts.
It's the first casualty of war, as they say, is the truth.
And people are asking questions, and there's a lot of money being wasted on weapons around the world, and there's a lot of money getting spent on this situation. When we've got starving people, we've had earthquakes and whatnot around the world, we've had weather tragedies around the world. Now, the funny thing is, when I was down in Fort William and we had a big event up in Dornoch before I was up in Mothers, first time I ever seen a military drone, the big ones, fly over cool in Fort William. And there was loads of, I don't know, I'm just telling the truth here, John, there was loads of chemtrails all over the sky that weekend.
Yeah.
And then I took this horrible flu. So I don't know if
it's all just a quinkydink.
It's like and we're allowed to say this.
I think
that's what I see.
Yeah. I mean, the thing that I see when I see chemtrails and things like that is weather modification. I always wonder, and I'll just put my tinfoil hat on for a second, right?
Yeah, we'll just
I wonder sometimes whether a lot of the freak weather conditions we've had around the world in different places has been engineered with weather modification technology using chemtrails and a few other things, and then afterwards, it's global warming. We need to, we need to do this, we need to do that. But that's just my tinfoil hat. So you can take.
Yeah, it's like
I'll just put it out there.
I pulled a wee card there, and it's like people hanging on to that, hanging on to the information. But I just thought it was.
Is that the 10 of Wands just after I mentioned it a minute ago? Maybe we're coming to the end of that problem, but that struggle's coming to an end soon then.
But there's a lot of my clients, and one of Angie's clients especially, she's super fit. And she's at Oklahoma and had earthquakes and tornadoes yesterday. And one of my clients who's super fit, walks with her dogs every morning, eats very healthily, vegetarian. She's had this thing what I've had, and she's been 5 or 6 weeks, and she's self-employed like myself, and really struggled.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of people. I don't think it's COVID because I did a test and stuff, and even though because there's still tons left in the cupboard, but you just think you're getting better, and you're floored, and it's always the chest and the throat. So that's speaking and being able to speak your truth to me. Mm-hmm. And I've been lucky that I've had Angela looking after me and stuff like that. But it makes you think, it makes you go deep. And I think you spoke to me in the early days of it, John, and I was pretty down. I was like, a miserable git is the words I put in my newsletter, but I was that miserable git. I was down because I couldn't get breathing. I was choked. But then I just did the mindfulness, the self-healing. It just calmed down.
I wondered, just when you were saying that, I was just wondering whether or not part of the reason why you might have been feeling that way, and part of the reason you might have been sick in that way, where it was affecting that part of you there, it could have been like a blocked throat chakra. You might have been actually feeling as if you weren't getting your voice heard enough or what have you, and it kind of manifested in that way for you.
I think that's what it was. Possibly that, because being an ex-trade union official, being quite political in the past, and I've kept out of that realm. And same with the cards, when we see things, when people come for our readings, and we're in doing a big group in a posh place, and there's millionaires there, and I can't say who, but Angela Warner, if you're going to see Derek for a session, he'll tell you the truth. He'll tell you as it is, right?
Mm.
And that's what I say to my clients. I give what I get channeled, and we're just a messenger. It's how you take to that information
Mm.
and how you do it. And there's some of them away in tears and whatnot, and someone
So, I
comes
mean,
to
there's
sessions. It's the
there's a
truth.
yeah, I mean, there's a way of telling the truth, though. You can tell truth with kindness, you
And
know,
that's what we do. Right?
and I think that's. I mean, it's not our mission to give anyone bad news,
No.
you know, but you can give truth with kindness, you know, and with love, and you obviously hope that it can be accepted and some good comes of it if the truth isn't nice.
And there's
But
healing.
you can
There's
but you
healing.
can be truthful and kind at the same time. This is what a lot of people don't realize, especially those who sometimes use truth as an opportunity or an excuse to be unkind. You know, oh, I'm just telling the truth, and then they come out with something mean, you know.
Yeah.
It's like using a perception of honesty or truthfulness as an excuse to be unkind, you know, but it's possible and advisable to share truth with kindness, I think.
Yeah. I think, there's a balancing act is because we are trained in counselling or healing, we listen as well as we give. Because when you do a reading, you're telling people what you're picking up and you're putting it out there. Then we become the healer. We listen, deeply listen. And that is the key to a good therapist as well, is deep listening skills. And empathy as well. We've got to have empathy to do what we do. And I know loads of fantastic mediums that give you dates, places, times, names of streets. But the message is pretty rubbish because there's so much energy, right, on trying to get the validations. And when it comes to giving the message, it goes kind of flat. So it's getting the balance right of getting your client to believe what he's coming through by getting a few validations if it's been channeled by a spiritual family member. But if it's coming from a higher source and it's a channeling, that's different. And it's for your good. You can take it or leave it because we've all got that free will, John.
Yeah. I don't usually, I don't use, I don't really make any attempt to offer validations. To be honest with you, I don't look for them. I don't ask for them. I just give what comes, you know. But usually validations kind of creep in there anyway because the message resonates. If the message genuinely resonates with the client, then that's the thing that's most valuable because that's the thing that's really there to help, you know. I don't want to know what a specific date is or what a street name is or what someone's actual name is and things like that. Also, to a certain degree as well, we're only going to get so much because we're only going to get what the client actually needs, which is one of the important things as well to remember is you get told basically not even necessarily the answer to the question that's on your mind specifically, but you'll get the information you actually need, which is not always exactly the information you think you want. and so what comes out isn't always, what you might expect. That's what I'm trying to say, really,
That's true, yeah. And just on that, just to remind people that, I will be up in Fort William when we're doing a Reiki Masters, Reiki practitioner level, and be taught by me and Angela. We're both Reiki Masters. Angelic Reiki is amazing experience, and it's quality time with yourself and like-minded people, and it's a certificated teaching in Cool in Fort William and also in Elgin in May. And I've got a wee show, John. It's in a wee youth club. The kids used to play there, but it's all modernised now. And we fundraising night for them on the 19th of May, and I'll be doing the past life regression demonstration, which is amazing. They'll have the fortune cookies and angel cards to play with as well, along with my mediumship on the night as well. So if you're in the area, get in touch, some of my old friends and that, and we'll be doing home parties, a bit of travelling around the old places I used to go to, and out looking forward. Hopefully, it'll be nice and sunny. So some great stuff. You've been up in Fort William, John. In fact, you were terrified when you were up with me one time when you were out doing the
walks. That was because you and Steve connived to scare me shitless by dragging me up the Ben Nevis range, knowing that I was scared of heights. under the pretense, of course, of helping me with my fears.
You still had a pint at the top of the chairlift.
I did indeed, yes. And
So you still enjoyed it.
and the week after we went up in that chairlift, that was the very chairlift that a light aeroplane knocked out of the sky.
So just put it out there. We'll just do that. I'm just going to do
This Cal Youth Centre, is that in Fort William, Derek? Where is it?
Yeah, it's where my mother stayed. Remember my mother stayed?
Oh, right, okay, yeah, right, okay.
It's the other
Right.
side of the walk.
Got it.
And there's Copworth where I used to stay. But just for people out there, just if you want to put up the word card that you want a wee card, I'll pull a couple of cards. John might jump in just for 10, 15 minutes, and then we'll call it a night because Anne's will be coming home and she'll be making a dinner and whatnot. So just getting back onto it again. And I'm sure John will come on some nights with me and we'll get some interviews going again. And hopefully I'm over the worst of this, whatever it was. And, I definitely think it was something that's been man-made because it's just funny how I seen a big drone and things in the sky and then I'm ill falling 3 days later.
Obviously the last attempt didn't spread far enough and wide enough.
Oh,
that's the tinfoil hat again. I better take that off and put it on again.
Ascension flu out, possibly. That's a good word. Yeah, possibly.
Flu, yeah.
So if anyone wants a wee card, just put the word card up and I'll draw on, or I might pass the buck if John's got some cards here. I know there's only 7 watching, but it's just letting people know that I'm back on the go. I've got a newsletter out today, and it's into April, May. The flowers are starting to come out in the garden, so it's good, and things are starting to grow. So it's a good time. It's a good time. So is anyone wanting a wee card? Yes, Ruth. Well, Ruth Wisco had one earlier on. So do you pull a wee card for Ruth, John?
Oh, why not? Indeed, it just so happens I've got the Archangel Power Tarot cards here.
Oh, they're good.
I like these cards, and this is the original ones with the gold.
Oh yeah, lovely. Yeah,
this is the original ones from Dorian Virtue, and
they're worth a fortune now.
Yeah. I've got a couple of these original ones. Yeah. I could sell them for a bit, but I think I'll just hold on to them because I like them.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. Sorry, I'll carry on here. Ruth, a card for you. What are we? Ooh, this came out. Wait a minute, it's coming out flying at me. So what have we got here? We've got 2 actually. We've got a 10 of Gabriel. We've got here. And we've also got the Ace of Raphael, and I seem to have them in this order. I've got a 10 of Gabriel first. So I'll read this and see what the card says. Ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load. Working too many hours or trying too hard to please others. Yeah, I mean, this almost feels like what I'm doing at the moment in some respect, So, is a card for me, or is a card for you? This is definitely about just about finding the right balance between all the different priorities and things you're kind of juggling in your life. I think is what we're really thinking about here. Finding the right balance and ensuring that you have enough time to take breaks, rest periods, ensuring that you're getting the right kind of nutrition, proper sleep, and these kind of things, so that you don't just overdo it that much, so that things aren't getting on top of you too much. Because if you do that, if you remember to look after yourself first, then you can look after everything else. They do say, what is it again? You can't give from an empty well. And I think sometimes I feel like saying perhaps you try to give from an empty well, when you've already exhausted your resources and you're still trying to give. And I think this is something you want to pull back from, look after yourself a little bit better, think of you first, and know that when you do, you're going to be able to give a bit more. Now, the Ace of Raphael says a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, and deep and lasting spiritual insight. But what am I thinking about this positive new emotional experience? It's what I feel comes from making the most of what I've just said. I just feel like saying that this potentially represents a new beginning for you, as you begin to get a little bit better organized around what you're doing and all the different things you try to do for yourself and others. So, really being organized and knowing when to take a step back and reorganize your life and reorganize your priorities and looking after your nutrition and your sleep and doing all these kind of things is what brings you a new, better opportunity moving forward, just feel that you're coping with stuff better than you have been.
Yeah. Well, I pulled a wee devil card there, and it's like, be a devil and get out and have fun in a fun way. Just on Caroline there. Now, we're not really supposed to speak about health when we're live and all that, Caroline, but I'm going to pull some cards for you because I do feel some of it is linked to how you feel up here, your health as well. And the old saying, mind over matter, is quite true. Is keeping that. But even though you are feeling pretty down and you might need some, conventional medicine and stuff like that, or get proper help and stuff at the hospital, whatever, or you're to your doctor, your state of mind is very important in keeping that positive state of mind. And you're getting there because I've got the Archangel Raziel here. He's the hermit. So John had this card earlier on. Is spend time in the quiet and meditation and self-discovery. So sometimes we're ill for a reason, sometimes, or we get run down. Like I have been, I had to look at my life and, I'm getting older, where I want to be. And I think it's just your time to take time out and think about what you want in your life, Caroline. I do feel some good things because the wheel's here and it's the Wheel of Fortune. Lovely card, very positive card. And it's all about a time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune's on your side. So I'm hoping we can't say this, but I'm feeling everything's going to get better. And hopefully that means your health as well. But we can't say that officially. But we're seeing it. It's a lot of smiles, a lot of happiness. And I feel like a little family occasion coming up. Something really fun. And I've seen some people laughing around you. So I don't know if you're a bit of a comedian. When you're on a high, you're really high. So look forward to being that way, Caroline. So keep positive. Now, Nigel was looking for a wee card from you, John, because he's not heard one from you.
Really? Okay. Well, Nigel, I see.
I think he went offline when you came on the last time.
I seen Nigel's comment on the card that the last reading I did there, saying 10 of Wands in traditional tarot. Quite right, Nigel. It is.
And it's 3:33 a.m. with him. This is great time for meditation. 3:33.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's kind of just over halfway through the witching hour as well, isn't it? It's a very good time. It's if you literally wake up at 3:33 in the morning, they do say that's the angels are with you. 4:44. If you wake up and look at the clock and you get one of these kind of numbers and it's that time of night round about the witching hour, you can kind of say that your guides are around you.
Yeah.
Okay, Nigel, I'll just give a little wee shuffle here again with these Archangel Power Tarot cards and see. And one more. Okay, so what have we got here? Well, change your life. Change your life. So we've got Archangel Camuel. Now I will show you that. Now see if we can. I'll just have a look and see what it says at the bottom here for you. Change your life. So a sudden revelation that offers freedom, break free of procrastination, embrace the opportunities that change brings. Changing your life. Well, part of that certainly involves breaking free of procrastination. We can all use that. Sometimes, me in particular as well. Just push ahead. Just don't allow yourself to be held back by doubt, by not wondering whether or not it's all going to work out. Should I do it this way? Should I do it that way? The thing that makes us procrastinate the most sometimes is doubt or fear that it isn't going to work out the way that we expect. And I know that applies to me, and I think it applies to most other people as well. Embracing opportunities is another thing as well, isn't it? If you're going to push forward, and if you're going to stop procrastinating, then you really need to be looking around and seeing what's going on around you and what you can grasp with both hands. and I think you should just do that. I just feel like saying, it says a sudden revelation, perhaps some kind of opportunity is going to manifest for you over the next little while, but it's going to require that you actually notice it and take advantage of it. Because if you don't see it coming, it could pass you by without you realizing. And so it's kind of one of these things that might pass you by. And so you want to be paying attention and setting that intention that I'm no longer putting things off, I'm moving forward, and I'm really looking around to see what's going on around me, because something's going to happen. And when it does, it's going to be an opportunity for you to move forward. But to grasp it, you have to see it coming. So hopefully that makes sense to you, Nigel.
I've just had Caroline message there that she's been doing some thought field therapy. See if we can see it and highlight it.
Thought field therapy, yeah, which is increasing energy levels.
And that's amazing. I've done a little bit of that as well, and it's just like angelic Reiki covers that a little bit as well, and it's amazing to do that work on yourself, Caroline. And that's probably why I'm feeling a change, is having that hermit time in some sense, the self-healing time. And when we do that, even the best of us get really cheesed off and down at times. And that's what happened. I remember John texted me, "You coming on live this week?" "No, I'm feeling like shit. I've had enough." And I was like cursing and swearing, and John just left me alone. You've done that to me as well. Which is, I'm not feeling like it. I've had enough. And it's looking at a situation and sometimes we have to throw the toys out the pram sometimes and just get that get it out of our system, and it's a way of clearing and not hanging on to it. So thanks, John, for coming on and quickly and giving me a little boost in the reading skills here. It's like
anytime.
Just go on quickly because Angela's coming home from work because she's been holding the fort with me when away, and I need to go and start cooking for her because it's getting kind of late. But thanks everybody just a quick tune in. This one was really planned tonight. I thought I'd come on because I put a newsletter out and letting people know that in May I'm down in sunny Fort William in Cool, and we've got the Reiki courses down there and here in May. And we're hoping to have, John, another holistic hoot in our back garden soon.
Oh yeah.
We've got shows coming up in Fochabers and some spiritual workshops as well are being planned. And I'm going to be in Aberdeen, Glasgow, Inverness. So there's a lot coming up. And John could be part of that as well if he's in Aberdeen. And we're going to get back on the lives. And we'll need to get our psychic breakfast show on the go again, John.
Well, we've been planning that for a few years now.
I've just paid the website domain again, so we need to get that. The whole idea of the psychic breakfast show, folks, started. It must have been about 10 years ago when we were actually going to do card readings in hotels or pubs or clubs. It was like the morning after, or people go on hen parties, stag parties in the morning, and. Well, you have the pension lady on again. Yeah. Penguin, yeah. We'd like to get, she'll be back on. Yep. It's like,
who's the penguin lady?
Yeah, there's quite a few I've been interviewing lately. So there's a lot of people coming on. That's Mystic Fae. Yep. And now I've got the faster broadband. I've got no problem with the speeds at home. And how's your broadband speed, John? Is it quite good just now?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've had the kind of super fast for a while. I when I first took this out, it was I did that. I mean, there's been a bit of fluctuation over the last couple of years. Of a feeling that they deliberately dipped it, sometimes because of the probably the volume of usage during lockdown and things like that. But it's been okay. I haven't had any complete. I'm not really. I mean, like I say, beyond odd dips here, there, it's been fine.
Yeah, that's good. And it is Claire again. I'll be in touch with Claire and get her back on, and or I might be on her show. You never know. It's like, well, the three of us might be on. There's one or two of my trainees who are going to come on as well, and we're going to create a few waves on here. the next few months. Put it that
Mm.
way. So look out for it, folks. And again, John, thanks for hanging around for a bit at the end. But I'll just
No,
end
no
this
worries.
now. And everybody, thanks for tuning in. And just let you know, I am alive. I am better. I am back working. So Zoom calls is available to no problem now. Speak to you all soon. Take care. Have a lovely weekend coming up.
Bye bye.